And when we talk about conservation, we mean lights, we mean extra appliances, we do not mean the thermostats.
That's right. There has been an alarming spike in the number of busted water pipes in the last 24 hours. The chief reason, the dramatic fluctuations we've seen in temperatures over the past 48 hours. News 8's Ken Pierce has got your back in Branford this morning with some important advice for protecting your pipes. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning, Allie and Chris. We're here at the Branford Fire Department where they have already seen and responded to some problems due to the cold weather. And you mentioned one good tip, and that was to keep the thermostat on the higher side, make sure those pipes don't freeze. Joining me, Chief Jack Ahern of the Branford Fire Department. I want to talk about, just about 10 minutes ago, we talked about some things for homeowners, but some businesses that have sprinkler systems. You bring up a very important point, and I want to get right to that. A couple things. There's a couple different types of sprinkler systems.
Correct. There's the normal wet system where there's water in the sprinklers all the time. And then in a lot of businesses, there's a dry system. Because the sprinklers are brought to a cold area of the building, they don't want water in them. So a compressor keeps that pressure in the pipes. And if that compressor fails, and it could have failed last July, and you don't know about it, and water gets into the system, now that pipe's going to freeze and it's going to break.
So they've got to check that air compressor, otherwise they're going to be in some big trouble, and that's already happened?
Correct, it has. And it's just, it's a small little compressor that the building owner may not even know is there, but it needs to be maintained.
All right. If a pipe does burst, make sure you know where the main shutoff valve is located. Do people really not know that?
They don't. Sprinkler systems can be, we have sprinkler systems that are 4 different zones, and you can get a break and shut one down and it doesn't affect it. You got to know where the shutoffs are.
And shut it off quickly to minimize the damage. Also, if you notice your pipes have frozen, what's the best way to thaw them?
Well, that's a good question. I would get a licensed plumber to come and thaw them. Don't try to do it yourself. That's not something that the average homeowner should do, because if something does happen, it can fall back on that licensed plumber.
Certainly holding up a lighter underneath those pipes, not the way to go.
Yeah, not a good idea.
All right, Chief, thank you very much.